folks. This is our very first art project, and so the learning target for this is going to be, how can I communicate something about my personality through my artwork? Because deep down, when it comes right down to it, artwork conveys a message, it conveys emotion and feelings, and that's what we as artists are going to try to do. And it's also going to help me know a little bit about you, about your drawing style, the things that you like, and just in general, get to know you a little bit better, because some of you I had as 7th graders and some of you I did not. So this is a good activity for us to do to kind of get to know each other better. So we want to communicate characteristics about the artist, you to the viewer, through the design on a license plate. So the primary focus of your design should be your name. And I'll show you some examples in just a second. You can use nicknames, last names, symbols, but not like Prince where your name is now a symbol. And try to think outside the box. But if you really like the blurry face symbol from 21 Pilots, that's okay to incorporate that into your design. Okay? We're going to start, we're not actually going to get a piece of paper. We're going to make a Google Doc, and you're going to number 1 through 10. You're going to put your name at the top of it. And we'll submit this on Canvas. And so all this is just a little bit different, but it's similar enough, and I'll add this into the assignment. But the video is primarily for me to make sure that you're seeing what I want you to do. Okay, so you're going to make a list of 10 things about yourself and really think outside the box. What are some things that define you and make you who you are? Okay, maybe you have 15 siblings. That's kind of a big deal. Maybe you're an only child, also a big deal. Maybe you've traveled to really amazing places, or you want to. Maybe you want to live in a foreign country when you grow old. Maybe you speak Japanese. There's all sorts of things about you that make you unique, even if you don't think they are. Maybe you can brainstorm with a friend and come up with some things that make you amazing. So your license plate should be from a state, but it doesn't have to be the state of North Carolina. It can be a state of numbness, or a state of excitement, or a state of sleepiness, which probably a lot of you are feeling on a very personal level. So be really excited about that. You can also put things like a state that you really want to live in. Or maybe you were born in another state and you want to incorporate that into your design. You're going to have some paper, and you're going to start with a scratch paper that you're just kind of practicing on. Okay? Oh, okay. Sorry, I just got an email. Don't limit yourself. Again, the more creative you can be, the better it's going to be. You don't have to use all 10 items on your list, but the more things you can incorporate, the better your artwork is going to be. What if you come up with a list of 15 things? That's okay. What if you can only think of 8? Think a little harder. You need to have at least 10. Okay? We're going to submit things just a little bit differently. So make sure that you are doing the things that you need to do for your class so that you are doing work. And I expect a lot from you. I expect you to do a good job. You can show me, in fact, I want you to share with me your rough draft. You can, I'll have a way to submit that as an assignment, to take a picture and submit your rough draft, because I want to see what you're working on so I can give you suggestions and maybe some ideas to kind of amp up your artistic game. Okay, and then when we finally submit it, again, it will be an assignment on Canvas. You'll take a picture and you'll submit it for me. So make sure that you have decent lighting and a decent camera. I don't want any blurry pictures. If I can't really see it, I'll let you know. I can't really see what this is. And we'll probably even do some artist statements when we're done, because I want to make sure I know what you were thinking as you did it. So these are the mediums that you're allowed to use for this project. If you have other things at your home and you're not sure if you can use those or not, please just ask, and I'll be happy to entertain those thoughts. So markers, colored pencils, crayons, oil pastels, colored pencils, or colored paper, I should say, pencil, pen, and magazine. And we'll probably try to have these done by maybe next Tuesday. We'll aim for that. If I see that that's just not going to happen, then we'll make it work. You can cut your paper so that it's actually license plate size. And I want to show you just a couple of examples of some things. So this is one. Obviously her name was Bethany. Again, the good things about this are the fact that her name is the center of attention. She's included things about herself on here. She lives in a state of mind. She put established in 2002 because that's the year that she was born. She used Legos to frame in her license plate. She outlined her name so that it would stand out a little bit, but notice she didn't color everything with markers. Some stuff is with colored pencil, and so that gives you a little bit of dimension. You don't want to stick with just one medium probably. She's got Dipper's hat from Gravity Falls. Hufflepuff is what the sorting hat is putting her into from Harry Potter. She's got Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. She's got lightsabers going on in the background, and a pencil because she loved to write and draw. And she's got some butterflies that represent her love of nature. So this is a very comprehensive view. Even if you don't know Bethany, you do know a little bit about Bethany now because her artwork has spoken to us. So let's look at another one. So this was actually done by a girl named Amanda, but she chose to use her nickname, which was Redneck Girl. And instead of just writing it in a particular kind of font, she actually decided to use barbed wire. Now, in general, I don't like to use flags as a specific background, and she kind of incorporated the mountains with a flag to represent her heritage. She's also got a tire that's, a truck that has a bunch of mud on it because she liked to go mudding. She loved to ride horses. She also liked to write and draw. Basketball was one of her favorite things. She liked camping out and having this fire here. She has also put the date of her birth, and she put North Carolina was the state that she was from. Again, she utilized barbed wire as part of her frame. And so again, this is a very well thought out composition. You know a lot about Amanda, even though you don't know her. Just a couple more that I want to show you before we move on. And I like some of the, well, I like all of these because I like seeing into everybody's head. I really like the one that Becca made because she utilized a lot of different mediums. She included some colored paper on here. She's got paint that's been splattered on here. She's got this happy smiley guy. She's got markers. She's got crayon. She's got colored pencil, I think, even on here. And so all of this is really good. Her name is just a tiny bit small, so I would have preferred it to be just a little bit bigger, and somehow to pull everything from the background that's kind of floating to where it all seems like it's going together. But in general, this tells you a lot about Becca, about her personality. She's got a saying on here that she was always fond of saying, and so those kind of things, again, you can incorporate. This one was done by Gracie. This one, it makes it look like her license plate has actually been taped onto the frame, just like a regular license plate. She's got some things on here that denote her. She's got a basketball here, turtles, the trees. Again, a little bit more in the background would not have hurt. I will show you my example also, and this is the state of creativity. It actually has the year that I started teaching because that was important to me. And I have included a lot of different art supplies on here because that was my theme. Now, this doesn't necessarily tell you a lot about me as a person, but it does tell you a lot about that I teach art and the different things that are there. And so it's kind of a comprehensive sort of background. And two last ones I want to show you that are just pretty good as far as telling you a lot about the person. You can use your initials, you can use your full name, you can put it on a complete background here. This person did not like to draw. Again, you can utilize magazine if you have those things there. This person has included some of her favorite scripture. Math is her thing, and so she also played the piano. So again, you just want to make sure that you include a lot of information about yourself. The purpose of this, again, is how can I communicate something about my personality through my artwork? I can't wait to see what you're going to do. There will be a list of assignments posted along with this video for you to complete, but make sure that you finish watching this video first, and I'll have it so you actually have to submit a text box, and I want you to type in the word corn to let me know that you actually watched it all the way to the end, and then I'll know that you did the assignment. Thanks, guys.